Good morning, good morning, good morning, Facebook family, friends. How's everyone this wonderful Sunday morning? Wow, Wisdom Walk number 18. Time is flying. We just started this Wisdom Walk thing a little bit ago. Now we're up to episode number 18. So today's episode is What is Happiness? What is happiness? Interesting. Actually, I think I hear the Queen heading out right now. So maybe I'll put her on Wisdom Walk for the first time, and she's gonna hate this for a second, but I'm gonna do it anyway. And I'm already looking at her, and she's shaking her head already. So hold on. Are you gonna say goodbye to me? No, hold on. You're on Wisdom Walk number 18. Okay, bye. Okay, so she's heading out. I caught her. You know, that's how fast. That's how long she stays on camera. Anyway, okay. What is happiness? Let's jump right in. Wow, a lot of people misunderstand this topic. A lot of people. This is a tough topic because people think, and again, we go through people's mindsets of perception versus reality. And a lot of people perceive a lot of things. In fact, there's a lot of perceptions about me, which is really interesting. A lot of people think that I'm only about money. All I care about is money. And they're so wrong in that perception because I teach people how to make more money. So they just jump to perception that that's all I care about. And the funniest part about this is one of the things that make me the happiest the most is I don't care what people think about me. And it doesn't matter how many likes I get on Instagram, how many likes I get on Facebook, or what people are saying, because it's irrelevant to me. Absolutely irrelevant. And unfortunately, to some people, that's what defines them. That's what defines your happiness. There are people that get upset and depressed if they post something and they get 5 likes because of where society is taking us. And you sit there and I wonder how sad that situation is, because it's not about how much money you make. Look, I had a friend that's making hundreds of millions of dollars. And as we dive into the last month or few months of his life, he was absolutely miserable, not happy at all. And that's really a sad thing because money doesn't make you happy. I don't care if you're making $50,000 a year. If you're doing Little League and you're waking up every morning and you have a purpose and you're happy and you're smiling all the time, you're taking care of your family, you're doing Little League, you're going to this, you're doing that, you live in a comfortable place, wonderful. Doesn't matter. I mean, I know people make $3, $4, $5, $6, $7 million a year and they're miserable. So it's not about the money, it's about your life. It's about purpose. It's about if you are happy when you wake up in the morning, like I am. I'm ecstatic because I have so many people through the night message me. I wake up in the morning. Sometimes I can't even sleep because the Queen gets up about between 5 and 6 and she starts her daily routine of reading. And I start my daily routine of reading also, but I'm reading all the comments, all the messages I've gotten overnight from people all around the world. And that's what makes me happy. Because I'm able to give people or show people an opportunity or a way of thinking. With Wisdom Walks, The Good Life, our investment platform, whatever it is. And that truly gives me purpose and it makes me feel like I'm a part of society that helps. And that's what matters. That's what matters to me. So don't get it twisted and don't misunderstand, because lately for the last couple of months, I've been pushing people financially with Bitcoin and cryptocurrency because it's an opportunity. When a window is open or a door opens, man, you better jump through it. You better run. You better make it happen, because fortunes are being made right now. 7 weeks ago, Bitcoin was 20 grand. It went up to almost 60, a little bit over 58. last Sunday. Now it's down to about 43. Doesn't matter to me because I don't invest in Bitcoin. I stack Bitcoin. Big difference. Because I'm telling you right now, whether you believe this or don't believe this, that's up to you. One day you may be kicking yourself in the head going, why didn't I listen to that crazy guy in the wisdom walk? Man, Bitcoin's 300 grand today. Bitcoin's 400 grand today. And even if you were able to just buy yourself $100 worth of Bitcoin, that's a come up. But what I teach is I teach something a little differently. I teach to stack it, to increase the amount of Bitcoin you have, not the value. The value is irrelevant. We'll worry about the value when that defining day comes. That's when we're going to do it. We're not interested in the value right now. Value doesn't matter. I showed an exercise on January 10th, 2021. I started off with 0.0019 Bitcoin, a piece of a Bitcoin. Doesn't matter how much it cost back then. Today, February 28th, 2021, which is a month and 18 days later, that one account has 1.606 Bitcoin in it. So if I was doing what normal people do and just buy Bitcoin and wait for the market, if you bought Bitcoin last Sunday, you're at a loss. So you've lost money. You still have your Bitcoin, and don't worry, as long as you don't sell it, you're good. Because I guarantee you, one day it'll be worth over 50,000 again, or 60,000, almost what it was, and you'll be good. But instead of keeping that piece, I teach my students and people to follow me how to multiply it. And that's what gets you. Anyway, this is not a meeting about investments. I want to talk about what makes you happy. So because Bitcoin is just so prevalent to our world right now. A lot of people don't understand what blockchain means with the Bitcoin. Blockchain will absolutely revolutionize this world. Been talking about blockchain for probably 4 years. Seen a lot of things happen with blockchain. One day you'll be able to sell me your home, or I'll be able to sell you my home with a couple clicks of a button. Because what the blockchain does, it makes everything transparent. No lying, no cheating, don't need to regulate it. Everything's in blocks. Comes out in blocks. You may not understand what I'm talking about, but do your research. Because it does matter where the world's going. So back to your happiness. What gives you your pleasure in the morning? What makes you want to wake up? I understand that finances can definitely hurt some happiness. It can add stress. It can add, look, some people take that plunge because of finances and money. So hopefully you put yourself in a position to not do that. Put yourself in a position to develop wealth on a daily basis with some of the things I teach you. And I have a plethora of things. And the best part is I don't charge you anything for it. I just show you how I live my life. And if there's one thing that you can pick up from my wisdom walks or pick up from my teachings, good for you. Glad you have, glad you did. You just go on and pay it forward, because that's all I ask in return. When you make it following my strategies and you have that financial freedom, just please pay it forward. Pay it forward to the people that wouldn't listen to me. For those of you that have been listening to me, you'll know what I mean by this. We'll meet them at Walmart, and we'll meet them at Target, and we're going to give them a $50 or a $100 bill because they never listened to what we're trying to say. So either way, we get to help the world, which is a beautiful thing. So I'll give you guys a couple of strategies today about the happiness and how the Queen and I conduct ourselves and put ourselves in a position. If those of you who have been following me for years have noticed, one thing I don't do I don't charge for content. I never have. I don't charge. I don't tell you you have to pay for my lives, pay for my teachings, because I give away content for free. Doesn't matter if you're saying, Clay, you have the secret. I mean, we're involved in about 8 different companies, and I don't want to use the word competition, but I'm gonna have to use it in this case. We all can compete against each other, compete with each other. I don't own those companies. Those companies make me a lot of money, make our team a lot of money, makes us financially independent, but we're all competing for each other. There's a bonus structure in one of the companies that pays $3 million. $3 million if you get the job done. It starts off at 1,000, goes up to 3 million. I joined the company, they only open 5 days a week, so you can't really count Saturday and Sunday. So I'm 2 days in. Third day actually started, the third day was Friday. And because of what I do and what I teach, I already made the first bonus, which was $1,000. Not a lot of money, but I can take that $1,000 and do a third, which is what I teach. A third gets pulled out for fun and taxes. A third goes back in the investment, and a third goes to debt. If you follow that formula, you'll be doing very well in life, because then you don't have to worry about losses. So anyway, so competition is a key to that, and all of us are competing, and I give out all my strategies. I show people how I do it. I show them my back office. I show them the marketing system I use, Envy Connect, which a lot of people don't understand. Here's a funny thought. As we build this world, and this world's changing around us, and for those of you that's not happy in your life right now, and you need to understand how to get to the next level, you have to watch the signs. You have to watch the curvature of the earth. You have to watch where we're heading. And he or she who gets there first gets the prize. Even though it's uncomfortable to get there first, because your knowledge of it may not be up to par, and you're learning. Just like when I was learning with Bitcoin 3 years ago. I remember it well. Actually, it was over 3 years, about almost going on 4 years. Actually, August will be 4 years. I remember I simply did this. I mean, I've been hearing about Bitcoin, didn't understand it, went on Google, did a little research, and I went to Facebook. I went and I typed in, which one of my Facebook friends or family know what Bitcoin is? I remember that post. And man, the floodgates open. The floodgates open because there's a lot of people out there that only have self-interest. All they care about is themselves. What's in it for them? What do they get out of it? What do they make? And I am so much against that. Doesn't matter what I get out of it. I help people from all walks of life, all situations, on my team, not on my team, and I don't charge them anything because it's not about self-interest. Because I truly believe that where much is given, much is expected. And if you want to have fortunes come to you, give away the ones that you have and watch how many come back to you. Hey, it's in the scriptures. That's just how it is. Whether you believe it or don't believe it, that's up to you. Everybody has to have their own belief system. So I posted, and everybody's like, yeah, join this company so I can make money on you. So I just did my research, found out it was something that's very, very viable, and I got involved. So what I've been with cryptocurrency and blockchain, I've been like a cobra in the grass. It's funny. It's funny I'm saying that because I remember talking about this before, and I heard Gary Vee talking about it too, and I started cracking up when he did. I'm like, man, cobra in the grass. I talked about that before. Funny. So I'm like a cobra in the grass. I'm like just lurking. I'm just looking and looking and just paying attention, because that's what I do. I just pay attention to what's around me, what's going on around me, the things I need to learn. See, here's the problem most people don't understand. If you jump into something that's super popular, super popular, that everybody's talking about it, your percentage of success and massive gain is diminished because there are too many people in it. So there's a small portion of the world that understands cryptocurrency, understands the blockchain, understands Bitcoin, and I am betting that it's something that will take over the world. And if you don't understand how that works, think back to the days of Amazon stock when Jeff Bezos was sitting in the garage before he even went public, and people were laughing at him, and people didn't think he would be any success, and he was selling books. I don't see very many people buying books anymore. Good morning. How are you? Good. Good. Thank you. So I don't see very many people buying books anymore, ordering books. But I bet you if you go look at your front step or your neighbor's front step, someone got an Amazon package delivered yesterday. That's what happens. So if you would have jumped on it and believed back then when he was talking about how he's going to change the world and would have bought the stock when he first went public, where would be your situation right now? See, the problem, I lost you there for a second. Anyway, it's completely dark. You're driving around, it's midnight. And your headlights can only see so far ahead of you. But yet, you're running 60, 70 miles an hour. How do you know there's not a cliff? How do you know that an earthquake didn't just happen or a flood just happened and there's a ditch about 200 yards in front of you that will take your car into that ditch and to certain death? How do you know that? You don't know that, but yet you keep running down that dark road because you have faith that the road's going to continue. You don't know if an earthquake just happened, 20 minutes, an hour before, and there's a 100-foot drop, 200-foot drop right in front of you, and you're about to plummet to your death. But you have faith that the road's going to continue. Well, it's the same thing with finances, the same thing with your life. Why don't you have faith that if something sounds right, it makes you feel good, you jump in. Don't wait for the whole crowd. Don't wait for the world to be in it, because when the world's in it, then it's a little bit too late. Yeah, would you make a little bit of money? Yeah, I can go buy Tesla stock right now. It can go up and down. It's not going to have a mass profit than if I bought it when he first started. Because Elon Musk, he's a character. Boy, is he a character. Going off another subject, I can do a wisdom walk just on him. The stuff that he says in media and what people follow and say and do because of him, that man went out there. See, everybody's sitting there going, oh, Bitcoin is taking a drop right now. Oh, Bitcoin's dropping because it went from 59, almost 59, down to 43 this morning. Oh, well, Elon Musk is the one that opened his mouth and ran it up from 30-something up to almost 60 because he opened his mouth. The man's got power. He's a little bit Lulu. Well, as far as I'm concerned, he's a little bit crazy, but any CEO that's going to go smoke weed on national TV. Anyway, I'm going to leave that one alone. Anyway, but look, more power to him. He's got more money than me, so maybe he knows something more than I know. So I'm gonna look. What I do is I find people that have more than I do, and I look at what they do, and I take the things that make sense to me that fit into my life, and I pass on the things that don't. Doesn't mean I have to do everything they do. I pick and choose, and that's what I do with Elon. I pick and choose. I watch some of the things he says. I mean, he goes out there about a year ago and says his stock is overvalued. Goes out in there and says that. He says it in public. My stock of my Tesla is overvalued. He just says stuff to get attention. I really believe that. God bless him. Look, second richest man in the world. Jeff Bezos passed him again. Both of them are paying jockey right now, which is kind of cool. So, hey, it is what it is. So now he's making a statement, oh, Bitcoin's overpriced. Well, that statement alone dropped Bitcoin about 10 grand. Just because of that statement. Just like his first statement made Bitcoin go up about 20 grand. That doesn't matter to me because I'm stacking Bitcoin. I don't care what Bitcoin is. Because my Bitcoin is not for sale. It's not for trading purposes. It's for generational wealth. That's what my Bitcoin's for. And hopefully you understand that and you do the same thing. So we have multiple things that we teach in Envy. Hopefully it will get you some happiness. Not sure what it will. Some people may be saying my happiness will be if I don't have to wake up in the morning and go to work. Happiness could be my two dear friends, Shane and Jen Simmons, that has an amazing 5-year-old daughter. That those of you that's on my team, I even posted it on my page. She did a speech about her being a leader at 5 years old. 5 years old. Some of you adults, that's 30, 40, 50, can learn from that speech. Should probably study that speech. should probably listen to that speech about 100 times till it gets in your brain and becomes part of your life. 5 years old. But a couple like them are able to work from home. So maybe they don't want to give up their job. Who knows? Whatever you want to do. You can do whatever makes you happy. My thought for success, for put yourself in a position to find out what your happiness is, or what your why is, or what wakes you up in the morning, what makes you happy, is to put yourself in a position not to have financial worries. So that's why I teach. So that's why people misunderstand my thought process, where they think I'm all about money. It has nothing to do with all about money. It has to do with money will set you free in a position for you to go out and do great things. So what I ask my team to do is, there's not one person on this planet I can't show how to retire in 30 days. And I know that sounds like a tall order, but it's not. I can show anybody how to retire in 30 days. It's whether you believe that ahead of the road is smooth, or there's a 100-foot drop, 200-foot drop about to plummet you to your death, is whether you believe. If you believe or not, then you can have what you believe in. So the thought is real simple. How I teach people to go about it is, you need to figure out what's your financial or your income that comes into your house on a daily basis. I mean, a monthly basis. Then you break that down and divide by 20 days. Because the main key to it now, I have systems that make you money 7 days a week. But this one that's going to retire you pays out 5 days a week. And they pay you every single day. So I want to break it down. I'd rather be safe than sorry, so I'd rather break it down to 5 days. So you break it down to 5 days. Let's say you make 20 grand a month. Well, divide that out. That's $1,000 a day. So how do we get you to $1,000 a day? If you make $10,000 a month, that's $500 a day. How do we get you $500 a day? Easy. Simple, simple, simple. Can show you how to do that. So when you do that, now your whole entire life changes. You now are waking up in the morning, and the first thing you do, if you choose, depending, you'll probably do this at the beginning at first until it becomes boring, and then you won't do it anymore. The first thing you do is you go and you withdraw your daily earnings, and you put in your bank account, and that's where your money will sit until you have your bills to pay. And then after about 2 weeks or a month or 3 months or a year of doing that, you're going to realize, man, I'm going to put more back in there, and my life is great right now. I'm going to compound it, because I think happiness to me is tithing more to my church. So I think I'm going to call my pastor and tell him I'm going to do 20% instead of 10%. And hey, the queen is religious about that. She does her 10%. Come look. It don't matter what it is, she does her 10%, period. So maybe you decide you want to do 20%. Maybe your happiness is opening an orphanage in another country, feeding the homeless, helping strangers. I don't know what your happiness will be. I don't know what's going to be your happiness. You need to figure that one out on your own. I know what my happiness is. I'm happy right now talking to you guys. I'm ecstatic right now talking to you guys, because this is what gives me, it was funny. And my buddy Darren called me out last night, or yesterday. I said, he's too funny too. I just love my team. You guys have no idea. I mean, these are some really good people, like good people that are just trying to change their life and do better. And I'm just so proud of them all. But anyway, so Darren called me out because yesterday I said on our training call, I do a training call every Saturday morning. I shouldn't really call it a training call. It's just a matter of we all meet, we all talk, people ask questions, because I'm dropping some major nuggets. So sometimes people have questions, which I understand. So we do that Tuesday for half an hour at 6 p.m. Pacific, Thursday 6 p.m. Pacific, and then Saturday morning we do it from 8 to about 8:30. But sometimes 8:30 runs over to 9, so we try not to keep it more than an hour. So I told everybody yesterday, finally, we have everything set up in the company. The last deals for you guys to have your replicated websites. And I've done everything. We're good. So you guys don't need me anymore. I don't even need to do these calls anymore. And Darren's like, yeah, right. You love doing these calls. And yes, Darren, thanks for calling me out, because I do love doing these calls, because that's my happiness. That's one of the things that make me very, very happy in the morning, to know I'm able to inspire, help people in another direction, make them think a little bit, make it uncomfortable. Because I hope some of you are uncomfortable with some of the things I say and do. You should be uncomfortable, because if you're comfortable, then it's just boring. I want to take you out of your comfort zone. The more I take you out of your comfort zone, it's the better chance you have of the type of success and the type of happiness you have in your life. So, okay, well, that's about it for my Wisdom Walk number 18. Let me check and see, who do we have on? Say some hellos. Hey, Jason, you're the first one on this morning. And you're like, good afternoon. Are you like somewhere in the Middle East or somewhere out of the country or something, bud? Hi, Kim. Hi, Maria. Um, yes, Jason always says that. I've never asked anybody for a dime for 5 years. I don't ask people for stuff. I don't ask anybody for anything. I don't want to give you. You guys don't need to give me anything. I'll give you all of my information for free. I have no problem doing that. Hi, Miss Lyons. Ooh, Miss Lyons is a student that I'm looking for. I'm telling you what, I cannot wait to do a live about her a year from now. That woman has got so much heart. Ooh, she got some heart. And she's starting off with she's like, look, I don't have any money. I hope she doesn't mind me saying that. Well, she probably wouldn't mind me saying this because she posted it on her Facebook page. 52 years old. I don't have any extra money, but I'm going to follow. I'm going to start off with my investment portfolio. If I have to start off with 20 bucks, I'm going to start off with 20 bucks. I cannot wait because that woman's got heart. And I hope she's never going to give up. And if she doesn't give up, woo, I cannot wait to see where she is 1 year from now. Because I'm going to rub that in everybody's face. I'm going to rub it hard in everybody's face. It'll be kind of funny. So let me sit here in my little step. Look at the view while I finish up with you guys. Okay, let's see who else we have here. Hook Alexander, how you doing, bud? Rodney, how you doing? Gino, my friend, how are you? Gino is rocking with Envy Connect. He's getting his stuff going. Good for him. Hi, Vanessa. Vanessa is one of my actually longest friends on here. I've known Vanessa for, Jesus, it's got to be 20 plus years now. Let's see. Vanessa's rocking too. She put some money in today towards her retirement. Good for her. Oh, thank you, Maria. Maria says my speeches are all awesome. You guys are so cool. And I have no idea what I'm talking about. By the way, just so you guys know, when I start my wisdom walk, as soon as I open the door and I walk out, I have no idea what I'm going to talk about. I never do. I just talk. So there's nothing scripted. It is what it is. Oh, Maria, I need you in my life also. You have no idea. In fact, it's kind of funny. You're saying we need you in our lives. Yeah, I appreciate that. I need you in my life. That's what motivates me, and that's what gives me my happiness every single morning. And that's what makes me wake up and think about the things I do throughout the day. Okay? Hey, Marlo. Hey, Ron. Hey, Lonnie. Good morning from Riverside. Riverside's in the house. Been up since 3 a.m. I wonder why you've been up since 3 a.m., Jason. Because successful people wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning. That's part of our good life. Successful people wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm not trying to say, you guys, if you don't wake up 3 o'clock in the morning, you're not successful. But the key to it is the more, and I talked about it in one of my wisdom walks, the more time you spend. Let me explain something to you guys. People are like, this is a funny thought. Here's a funny thought. People are like, I always say, if you work hard, you will do well. Let me give you an idea. You can have a thought of working hard, or you can work hard. You can think, hey, if I go do push-ups right now, I need to do some push-ups. Okay, great. Push-ups will help your body. You can think about it, or you can do it. There's two totally different things. Thinking about it does nothing. Doing it will give you some muscles, will give you health, will make you feel better. So same thing with work ethic. Are you putting in the time? Are you working? I put a post on my Facebook page yesterday that says, do 6 months for health, 6 months working on yourself, working on your health, working on your finances, whatever. Type who is in. Maria is the only person that typed who was in. I said, reply if you're in and you're going to take a 6-month challenge. And only one person in the whole Facebook friends of 5,000 people that I have put, I'm going to do it, because nobody's willing to put in the work. Everybody talks to talk, but nobody wants to put in the work. And some people say, well, Clay, you can put in the work, but I'll work smarter. Well, I'm going to put in the work and work smarter. Then I still get to beat you. There you go. How you like that? 24 years. Vanessa says 24 years. You're absolutely right. Wow, 24 years. Ooh, I'm getting old. I'm old. I remember when I first met you. You first came over to the house with my then fiance at that time. Nothing against the queen, but boy, I was stupid before I met the queen. Ooh, some of those I don't know, I guess squirrels say they kiss frogs, but some of those frogs I was kissing, woo! Then I met the queen and life was over. Beautiful thing. Anyway, let's see here. I have the best mentor. He gives me the drive within the found. Thank you so much, Miss Lyons. I appreciate it. I really do. So, hey, Gary. Good morning. Okay. Well, I'm done. It's a Sunday. I don't know what I'm going to do today. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I guess I can do whatever I want to do. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Maybe I'll do a live when I'm out somewhere today. I don't know. So, okay, everybody. Wisdom Walk, episode 18. Episode 18, signing out. Take care, everybody. Love you guys. Bye.